Hey everyone, it's Levi with Member Solutions. We are doing a dinner stream despite the fact I'm down here. I didn't feel like cooking, so I will give you guys a recipe and tell you what I'm eating. It is not going to, the recipe I'm giving you is not going to be the same thing. Chris is with us today. He's been tinkering with a bit of AI and trying to nail down how he wants a specific song to sound before we go about doing more of animation with the Billy board and whatnot. There's a lot that we're going to be discussing today besides the food stuff. I'm going to get the food stuff out of the way real quick, and then Chris is going to take over what I eat and whatnot. So what I'm eating today is some leftovers from lunch. I've got some lichum, which is crispy pork belly. I've got some fried rice, and I have a dinner for a brat from yesterday's dinner with some watermelon. Ignore what type of bowl it's in. It's clean. We are going to have some strawberry sparkling soda today. That's something I haven't had before. And of course, I'll have an applesauce. So nice mixture of good foods. Let me ask Kiddo, and I'll tell you guys a recipe I have for you. Okay. So take your favorite type of, I would recommend bow tie pasta would be the best. Par cook it. And if you've got an air fryer, this will work better with an air fryer. But if you got an oven, you can treat it like an air fryer. You just have to actually like flip the pasta. So you're going to par cook about a cup or so of pasta. Then you'll lay down. And the reason why I suggest using bow type is specifically so you can flip it. You're going to have a sheet pan. You're going to make sure that sheet pan has a baking or it's nonstick. Once your pasta is par cooked, you're going to put it on that sheet, drain it, rinse it, put it on that sheet pan. Then you're going to put some cheese on it. Pick your favorite cheese. Maybe add a little bit of crumbles on there, bread crumbles. That's okay. Surprisingly enough, this makes a really good protein snack. It is a bit heavier on the carb side, but pasta has a decent amount of protein per serving. It's anywhere between 7 and 9 grams of protein. So it's a good protein source for you to eat as well. And it makes a really good snack for that. The cheese will add more protein as well. So you sprinkle your cheese on there. You're basically going to roast it on a low temperature, about 250 to 300 if you're using an oven, about 350 or so if you're using an air fryer, because an air fryer will cook it in 15, where an oven will take a little bit longer. You want this to be crispy. It is going to have a crunch. That's what you want. When you get it to the point that you like, you pull it out completely, let it cool off, put it in your bowl, store it however you want, and bam, you've got a protein snack. It's a nice, easy snack. It's boiled pasta, put cheese, maybe a little bit of crumbles, and then essentially re-dry the pasta. Did you seriously just steal the watermelon from a child? Okay. I'm good. I'd like to remind you how far the hospital is away. No. Don't worry. I won't stab you with this end. I'll stab you with this end. That way we don't have to go to the hospital. Stop stealing my watermelon. No! My kid's response, take the thing I just set down away from me. Stop it! Stop. No.
Let me have 1 minute.
No! Hey, you can go have your own. There's more upstairs. No, seriously, stop. I know. No, anyway, I told you to come down here to try this. We're going to try this real quick. I like how this opens, too. Okay. Oh! Okay. That's cool. Had the full on. That tastes like, you know those sparkling ciders that you get at the end of the year?
Oh.
That's what it tastes like. It tastes like a really strong, without the cider.
Yeah. Where you cut that watermelon?
You don't need to be stealing my watermelon. I've got it served for me this amount.
You made it some perfect little circles, and I want one.
I left the thing that I used to make the perfect little circles out. Go upstairs. Go grab the watermelon. No, get away. Go. Bad. Bad child. No, don't steal my
I'm
soda.
not gonna steal it. I want a drink.
Fine, you can have another drink.
Calm down.
You all agreed it was a whatever night. That meant you go and have whatever you want that isn't mine. No. Go away. Shoot. Fucking child. Also, I have a little bit of my melon bread left too. Finish that off for lunch. All right. What happened to my device to turn on my lights? Here we
I
go.
don't know.
There we go. That lighting's a little bit better, not much. Might be auto-correcting too much. Don't know. Alrighty. New world currency. Watermelon. Your kiddo is a dog like a puppy. Yeah. It's good stuff. So, Chris, you had some stuff to show us.
It's not okay. So yeah. Give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. So I wrote lyrics to a song called Transwarp Drive, which was intended to be a parody of Country Roads by John Denver. As a gag, like 2 months ago when we first dreamed up the Billy board.
Yeah,
And
we put that through an AI and then modified.
I fed that into an AI song generator and told it to sing it with like a techno country tune to something similar to John Denver's song with these lyrics, and it did. And I think it's freaking amazing. So give me a second here. And I put it into Microsoft Clipchamp because I didn't want to put it in CapCut because I don't want CapCut to use it. So here we go. There's no video. It's just audio. I believe I did use Suno, Archaeopirate. I'll have to look.
Assimilate, make them drones.
Way too damn good.
We conquer every mind we own. Now don't quit to whisper through the void they glide. Resistance fading on the transwarp drive. Transwarp drive, take us home to the cube where we belong. Alpha Quadrant Delta Zone. Assimilate them, make them drones.
I can hear some where it needs some improvements, but it's close.
Distant stars, cold and gray. Binary perfection, night and day. We are legion, all as one. You will be assimilated. It's already done. Transform, take us home to the cube where we belong. Alpha Quadrant Delta Zone. Assimilate them, make them drones. Transform drive, take us home. Data streams in the dark, voices hum in every spark. Seven's eyes, a haunted stare, echoes of what once was there. Transwarp drive, take us home to the cube where we
It doesn't have the twang in there.
Delta Zone. Assimilate them, make them grow. Transform drive, take us home. Yes, trans won't drive. Take us home. Resistance is futile. You're not alone.
Needs that voice fluctuation.
It's a first run through AI. Yeah. But so what I want to do is find a local country band of nerds and be like, here's what I came up with, make it better, and I want you to record it. And I want the lyric credit.
I wonder if I can find that guy.
I want a guy who's local here.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Why? Is there a guy on social media that you know of?
He does a lot of like D&D song parodies and stuff. He'd be great.
I think I know who you're talking about.
He did a BBO D&D song parody too.
I think I know who you're talking about. Oh God, is it One Shot Bards?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can merch it and just going into
Yep.
the White House. Not sure.
I would say reach out to him while you're looking for somebody local as well. Would I want to record this?
No, I'll reach out to him right now. Is he from Scotland?
I don't know, but he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
You want me to record it?
What? Archipirate local is near Greenville, South Carolina.
Anyway. All right. All right, back to the string.
I'm not opposed to metal.
It would be really ironic to have like a country metal song.
Have you heard country metal before?
Hmm?
Have you heard country metal before?
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Oh, Appalachian Anarchy is an AI generated band.
By the way, I
didn't know that. What's up?
I listened to funk and now K-pop. Didn't expect me to get into K-pop, that's for sure. Did you see Netflix's movie K-pop Demon Hunters?
Nope.
Go watch it. Preferably with one of your kids if you're not into the more cutesy art. Like, no, you'll love it. Have you seen Nimona? Or no, you probably have. It's good. It's a good show. You should watch it.
Show or movie?
Sorry, movie, which they've already announced a sequel. It's a mega hit,
Cool.
by the way. And I've kind of got a few different ideas for videos.
All right.
But I'm kind of ironing them out.
Yeah. Okay.
So, if you guys have not seen K-pop Demon Hunters, it's on Netflix. I don't like say go to watch it on Netflix very often. Go watch this. Go watch this. I'm telling you, it is funny as hell. Especially because you go from like traditional thing style to just this like it's just funny. It's I watched it with my kid the other night and I just got hooked immediately. It was so good. We watched it all the way through. I had no problems watching it with my kiddo. And I've had a lot of stuff where it's like that, but I've also had a lot of stuff where it's like this is a drag, but my kid's enjoying this. I'm just gonna sit here and try to find the good in this, right? Like Tobias liked The Devil May Cry. I did not. So yeah. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. The action sequences. The action
I'm so glad that we're not the only ones that have that opinion.
Mm-hmm.
People rave about it being one of the best anime of the year, and I'm like, that sucked.
Mm-hmm. But the action sequences are good. The comedy is fucking golden. The music will have you popping. Mind you, it is still K-pop style music, but it's like fucking good. It's good. Like I went onto Spotify and because of how much I like the music, I was like, album. And my spouse just found it funny because they heard me listening to one of the songs, and they're like, I did not realize I was going to be married to a K-pop stan. And I was like, I was like, I didn't realize I was going to like it either. I was like, I like Korean metal, baby metal and that kind of stuff like that. But I didn't like, it's not very often I can go like, I love every bit of the music in a movie and whatnot. And that was just awesome. That's a whole nother rabbit hole for you. Look it up. Right?
So there's a band called the Roddenberries that specifically does only Star Trek theme music.
There you go. Elder God, we're good. We are good. I would specifically love to see the song come to fruition that you've created, with the ability to be able to play it on our channel.
Right. Excuse me.
Yeah, I know. There is a lot of good stuff about K-pop hunters. What I really like, and the reason why I'm going to do a video, is they have a character named Bobby, who's like their manager, and they're demon hunters. I want you all to take a moment and put 2 and 2 together where I'm going to do my video. The first portion of my video, I guarantee you, people are going to think supernatural.
All right.
And that is the joke I'm going to go with for the first like few seconds. And then it's going to be like this turn. It's the K-pop demon hunters. You had me above. Yeah, he's awesome. Go check him out. Also, you met one of the voice actors, I think.
Huh?
You've met one of the voice actors.
Who?
Oh God. Okay. Let me get his name again. He's a YouTuber, Sungwon Chu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he voices a main character in that.
In K-pop.
Demon Hunters.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I like we didn't hang out, but I met him and shook his hand for a minute.
Yeah, he voices Abby or Abs, part of the Saja Boys. And it was really like he's not like got a lot of voice stuff in there. He's mostly
who he is on YouTube, right?
Huh?
You know who he is on YouTube, right?
Yeah, he's the
Pro ZD.
Huh?
He's Pro ZD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's been a bunch of other stuff too.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, has everyone eaten for dinner? You made pot roast.
I have not yet.
Little Caesar night at the hospital, Grog. I hope
my stomach's been kind of upset all day, and so I'm starting to get hungry. Like I'm getting hunger pangs, but I also have heartburn. So it's like, do I want to eat or not?
I'm not very hungry, despite what it looks like. It's mostly vegetables or mostly fruit. I might not eat all this rice, to be honest. So, did you get my script for the Stitch? By the way, the donation was made the other day, and I got him mounted on the wall. Ironically enough, my printer also decided that it wanted to not work anymore, which I need to look up and fix that real quick.
Stephen Lockie, did you have that, or do you hate that specific meal?
Timothy, you can eat a 5-pound. I can eat a lot of rice in a single sitting periodically, but not every time.
Good. Okay, cool. I was like, that's a random and very specific dislike. I hate chicken breast with chili cheese, jacket potatoes, and veg.
So I'm very happy. Did you give any more feedback on the Batman skit?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So I know you wanted to change one of the like you were like wanting to change one of the lines, and while I agree that it is a funnier line, the tone I'm going for is the 90s Batman in the similar tone to what I had in the original video. Sure. Where it was like this really serious thing, and I'm the one that's freaking out, and that's what's funny is that like I'm freaking out, and then you're freaking out, and then Joker's freaking out now in this one. So Batman has to remain serious. I did like your changes to a couple of the other lines. Oh, pardon me. And then instead of me being serious, when I go, oh, I'll put that in your file, I need to still have the similar reaction, which I got to watch the video and like that. So for whenever we remake a video, there are times and there are videos that it's easy to remake because in all honesty, we can do better. And then there are times we look at that video and we go, I don't know if I can have that reaction again. Because it was such a genuine, perfect reaction for what was going on. And now I have to recreate that. And that just goes to like, that's an acting challenge at that point. I've now rewritten this thing so it flows better. It's a little bit longer. It makes more sense in the storyline. Instead of me freaking out immediately over 10 seconds of a line and then immediately showing Chris, which is still a funny scene. It's a funny video. It's also very poorly done given the time frame of when we did everything. We were still learning how to edit and have ourselves be on the screen at the same time and so on and so forth. There wasn't a need for me to play it twice either. And looking back at it, that's where it kind of failed. Mm-hmm. And so we changed it to where Chris's character John is now going to be talking to Joker. And we get to see what happens there. And I think that's funny because we have my scenes, and then we'll probably have like a few moments later, a few moments later, an hour later, a couple days later, whatever I decide or whatever I feel. And then we'll have Chris and or John and Joker talking to each other and chaos and pandemonium happening and John finding out what I know. So instead of Levi immediately telling John, Levi kept it hidden this time, which is kind of on par with how we have developed these characters over time, where not everything will get shared right off the bat. Like there's plenty of stuff that we do, and then plenty of stuff that like this, maybe, I don't think it can be a day later. I think it has to be a few minutes later. Like not enough time for Levi to have pulled John to the side and show him this and just go, oh yeah, sorry, didn't have time to show you.
Give me 1 second here.
Oh, that's what should be in there. That's what we might be able to change. So I changed it, my line where I mouth it, because John, you ask Blue Bean, you look at me, and Levi goes, "Oh yeah," like mouse. Like you literally have that moment of like, "Oh yeah, that's what I forgot."
Sorry.
How well did that video do?
Which video?
The one that I've got highlighted on the screen right now. Because that was like wasn't that the last one? Second to last one I did?
Oh, I have no idea.
No, that was back on June 30th, 2024. I only got 20,000 views. I mean, I could repost it, but I don't feel it's necessary.
Dog, that sounds really serious. I hope everything's okay. Cath Lab is nothing to mess with. I hope all is well.
We really do. But yeah, I've effectively, without meaning to, made a cohesive story with the whole Kevin stuff. And Chris hasn't gone back to it, and we haven't really gone back to it because, like, while it has survived, it's always been one of those videos that was like, it did well enough that if I feel like going back to it, I can go back to it. That's how the videos always did. It always depended on the things at the time. It was always probably around a time that the channel was also not doing great view-wise, and it would bump up the views, and I was like, that's okay. You know, people are having fun with this. That's the main thing. Also, it got 20,000 views as a regular video, not a short. So that's actually relatively decent. As a short, yeah. I don't know what it got. I don't know if it even got posted as a short, because this was before.
Hello?
So most of the Kevin videos are relatively high. You know, you get the ones that I do, which are kind of iffy. You got the ones that you did when the channel blew up, and then the repost of the one that you did when the channel blew up, that are really, really high. And then you have, you know, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. That kind of stuff. A part of it is like the way I deliver stuff was very different back then, and like we fine-tuned a lot of things since then. So it wouldn't hurt to probably look back at it and maybe revisit them. I don't know how much of them we should revisit. The biggest thing is I don't want to remake these videos and then people go like, we didn't need a remake. Right. We wanted a continuation, not a remake. Which is why I haven't done it, why I'm not going to do a remake of the Constantine series. Also parts of it, like the Stitch series, I can't remake. So Sebastian, at one point, the entire villain support staff was staffed with it. We dialed it back to, I think there's like the same amount of clones as there are alignments, is what I think we agreed on. So 9? Like 9 clones is what you have. Isn't that right, Chris?
I don't remember how many clones I have. I think it's unlimited.
I think we dialed it back from unlimited down to like, in order to like give them their own personality and thing, we made them with the alignment shirts, so that it was easier to tell which clone was which. Like you would have good, evil, Crip, so on and so forth. And the reason why Levi doesn't have clones is because you don't want Levi's clones. Levi doesn't have all the alignments and shit. There isn't and like Levi has, oh, that's an overly goody two shoes Levi. Me. And then he ordered Order 66 and then participated. And out of all three of them, the scary one is actually the guy in the middle. Which is the joke about that. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Everyone here, let's do how many people? We got I'm just gonna go with the yeses. Yes, repost some of the Home Alone skits. Maybe even just do a Home Alone compilation thing. That might be the best one. And then do a couple shorts that are tied to that. Do a compilation of the Home Alone skits. Yes or no? Oh, our remakes do really well. But we are also very careful.
The remakes typically do really well.
We do. Yeah. We also are very picky about the remakes. We're like, that doesn't deserve a remake. That, on the other hand, does. This needs an entire rework. So it's less of a remake and becomes an entirely new video. Compilation? All right, I'll add that to the list of stuff that I've got to do. It's ever growing. Justin, happy birthday. I feel like I've seen that before within a year. Oh, no, don't matter. Makes me a whopping like 3 seconds. Happy birthday. Although we still need. What are you doing right now, by the way?
I'm working on a sketch. Sorry.
Well, what sketch are you working on?
It's one for my class that I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if it's gonna get on the villain support or not, but it's fun. But I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to give it a good ending.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was kind of like focused on before we went live, and I've kind of been distracted by it. So I'm like, if I don't do this now, it's gonna just distract me anyways.
You're all good. So I don't have my Pip-Boy on me right now, but yes, Tech is from Fallout. Played a healthy amount of Fallout. So you're getting asked what the script is about. Let's let him finish, and then we'll go from there. Gonna go ahead and have some of the applesauce now. Sebastian, I do not need to look it up. I personally do not need to look up how messed up that is. I got to keep one of these. Am I drinking?
So this is actually, though, this sketch is the one that was inspired by the short from Punky Doodles, the one about the guy whose parents are a minotaur and a mermaid.
Oh,
I changed it to a minotaur and a satyr, so it's the bottom half of the minotaur, top half of the satyr, but still fully human. Just because it's going to be, if it ever gets performed on stage, it's going to be really, really hard to have somebody dress up as a mermaid. But I actually just finished it. So if you want to see it, I'm happy to share it.
And technically speaking, thanks to a bunch of mermaid shows, you can just do a shimmering dress.
Right.
Anyways, Justin, I said it early in the stream, but it was a bunch of leftovers, watermelon, applesauce, and a soda, strawberry soda. But go ahead and put it on.
All right. So we're interior of Aster's parents' house entryway evening. The front door swings open. Aster, a tall young man with shaggy hair and broad shoulders, steps inside alongside Sarah, a short and attractive woman who clutches a bottle of wine as she scans the cavernous, rustic interior. Do you want to play Sarah and Solara, and I'll play Aster and Asterius? All right. Go for it. Go for it.
Wow, I love this place already. So unique.
Yeah, just remember what I said. My parents are a little different. Keep an open mind.
Relax, babe. Worst case, they hate me and I run screaming.
You wouldn't be the first.
What?
Never mind. Shoes. Mom, Dad, we're here. As they remove their shoes, we hear Solara's warm sing-song voice ring out from deeper inside the house.
In the kitchen, dear. Come on in. Your father will be down soon.
They head into Solara's kitchen. A huge rustic kitchen, stone counters, copper pots, herbs hanging from the exposed beams. Solara, wearing a pretty floral apron, hums behind a large island that blocks her lower body. She tends to multiple steaming pots and pans. She glances back over her shoulder.
Sarah! Sarah, it's so nice to finally meet you. And you brought wine. You're too sweet. Set that down and get comfy.
Sarah sets the bottle down, glancing up and seeing dried meat hanging on a rack.
Love the decor. Do you do a lot of Renaissance fair, cosplay, LARP stuff? LARP?
Aster coughs awkwardly, nudges Sarah, and whispers.
You know, live action role play, dressing up like Renaissance characters, monsters, etc.
Aster pales. Solara chuckles as she finishes plating some meatballs and fresh mozzarella. She steps around the island to place it between Aster and Sarah, her hooves clip-clopping on the wooden floor. Sarah's eyes widen as she sees Solara's furry goat legs and fluffy tails flicking behind her. A series of heavy thuds sound from the stairs. Sarah spins to see Asterius, a massive minotaur in a flannel shirt, walk into the kitchen, ducking to avoid hitting his horns on the door frame.
Oh, wow. Commitment.
There's my boy, and this must be Sarah. Hello! Sarah's eyes flick from Solara's legs to Asterius' massive horns. Her smile falters.
So, it's not Halloween, right?
Solara beams.
Oh dear, this is all real. Aster, get his lower half from his father. You're a lucky girl.
Aster's face burns crimson. Mom! So, Sarah, do you intend to mate with my son? Sarah chokes on the meatball she's eating. Dad, we've been dating for 4 months. Oh, is she already pregnant? No. Well, I don't think so.
No!
Solara drops a full lamb shank on the kitchen island in front of Sarah, along with a plate of lentils and a dollop of yogurt.
Then eat up. Lamb with full fat yogurt and lentils encourages ovulation. And of course, oysters to usher in the mood.
You mean the mood? Asterius and Solara laugh and beam at each other. Aster buries his head in his hands. Sarah looks back and forth between Asterius, Sarah, and the lamb shank.
Sure glad I brought the wine.
And that's the end of it. So
Totally should have Sarah grabbing the whole bottle of wine.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, so his parents are both mythological animals. All that matters to them is reproduction. So that's just all they want to talk about.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
But it'd also be a joke that I can't take.
Why is that?
Think about it for a few seconds. In this day and age, I don't have somebody besides my own child, which doesn't want to be on screen, to do that. So I would have to pretend to be a
Not asking you to be anybody.
Why do I get the feeling Levi's clone would be a mini-me? So Levi's clone, mini-me. And if we did that on camera, how bad that would be?
Yeah, it's not going to be on camera. It's probably going to stay a sketch.
As funny as that is not a thing that would happen, is what I was saying.
Okay.
It definitely has the Mike Myers 90s comedy when you could do that kind of thing.
Right.
But the way Mike Myers did it was great because he simply hired somebody. I don't have somebody.
Right. We're not going to be performing this video.
Yeah. By the way, the rafters for the story I have, so internet. What? Be great as an animation. Man. Animation, we have a lot more leeway to do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Mainly, and this is key, even if we were right next to each other, the ability to have, like, we still struggle with getting people, right? Animation, we don't have to worry about that. Animation, it's like you can have one person play multiple characters.
Yeah.
You know, Cthulhu could literally just be Cthulhu sounds with translators slash make the joke of people can see the subtitles. Have fun with the fact that I think your subtitles are screwing up Cthulhu.
Clones can get mad and take over the original's life.
That's a thing that's a sci-fi prevalent trope.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
They've done a few of them more recently with what's that mirror show? Black Mirror.
Mirror?
Or whatever. Yeah. So this is kind of how it goes. Chris's clones 1 through 9, technically infinite, just kind of depends on where we're at. I like the 1 through 9 because it gives us the ability to like categorize them a hell of a lot easier than clone number 525 we use for this versus, well, number 9 did this, not number 529, and we have to remember that, you know, 2 seasons down the road, 3 years down the road when we're writing something and it's like, wait, this clone did that? Shit, we fucked up, right? So much easier if you just go clone 1 through 9. What happened to clone 2? Oh, we don't talk about clone 2. Right? You get to do those type of jokes without it being too far outside of the realm of like, And then on top of it, there was this joke that we did way back when, where each one of Chris's clones at a certain point became less effective at their job. Like the more, because like instead of cloning John 9 times, they cloned John once and then cloned that clone and then cloned that clone and then cloned that clone, which was a mistake, but it was cheaper, apparently. When in reality, it was just so that John only really had to worry about 2, maybe 3 clones. The rest of them were not going to be smart enough to come after him.
Right.
And Levi, the whole gag is like, you don't clone Levi. That was a bad experience. Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want me to record my a Joker bit right now?
No, I want to get those lines back. You got the Stitch stuff though, right?
What do you mean?
I sent you the lines for Stitch
When?
a while ago.
Are they in John to do?
I think you just had me send them.
Well, I think, are they in Levi to do from 627?
No.
That's from just 4 or 5 days ago. Are you sure that's not it?
628.
628.
I think that's the correct one. Yep, that's the correct one.
Where?
Private message.
Ah,
It's a text message you'll have to download, and then like you can open up and do with how you want. We never got Sokar's lines.
did he ever respond? Okay. On 628. Hold on.
You have a wireless headset that you can plug in, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I can do the lines with you if you wanted me to. I mean, like
No.
I think there was only a couple parts where I thought with how you do with how you record, you might have an issue.
628.
Here, I'll reply to it. Give me a
Hold
second.
on. I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. I went. Oh. You know, I went too far. You sent him as a. I found it. I found it.
All right. 628, 25. Let's see here.
Let's just do SoCar with voice filters and in CapCut or whatever. Way easier than paying someone who we don't even know if they're gonna do a good job to do it.
No, I'm not saying we can't. That was never the thing. Just give me a second here. Here it is. So I'm trying to figure out because like I know how you do it is you usually like time it out in your head versus hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, I mean, a lot of these are cut back and forth also. So I mean, there's the bit with SoCar, and I can record the SoCar lines.
yeah. Do you want to go ahead and I would suggest because there's a couple parts.
Actually, yeah, no, I'll record the SoCar lines myself, so that they fit in. I can modify them to fit what I say, and then we don't need to worry about that.
The one part that you might have problems with is right when it gets to Stitch, because I haven't like edited stuff. But it's just a matter of like making the timing and pretending you're hearing Stitch for a quick second while reading that.
Right.
And for everyone here, and I made a note kind of to myself as a way to like just leave a note for myself. But me and Chris are learning a format of screenplay writing, which is the industry standard of screenplay.
Yep.
Now I'm struggling with it. My brain does not like it in any shape. What my brain does like is the radio script, which is used for animation and voice acting quite often. And there's versions of that are used for what's called the shooting script, which is a condensed version.
You just don't like the formatting of the new cut up script. You're fine with the way that's with the exposition, start the game, play the game, turn out format. You don't like the way it's formatted on the screen.
Yeah, I struggle with writing it out and everything.
Yeah.
Like my brain does not like trying to transfer it and write it.
The way you've got this, you've got this is totally fine.
Yeah.
The reason that
I'm going to adjust this so that it's closer to what's called a radio script, because that's what's used in a lot of voice acting and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'll start having like little miniature scenes of like, hey, somebody fell down and that's what happened and whatnot. And that's for like animation uses this style of script a lot. Don't forget to mute me if you need to.
Where is hold on a second. I need to download this because it's not respecting the boundaries of my screen. That's a problem. Okay.
I didn't put it into the Google area because I didn't want to overwrite the StitchGate stuff, and I didn't want you to accidentally, because like last time, I didn't want you to like redo everything, and it's like, no, I just need this part.
Right.
Oh my god, somebody dropping Vault 108.
So the first thing I do is it cuts back to Napa, so I can do that right now. So I got to do this until SoCar, until Napa. Get Anubis on the line now. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. One page here. All right, I'm gonna meet you.
All right. And for everyone wondering, like I've already recorded my parts, and I might re-record my parts because there's some parts where I want the camera angle to shift, and and then the recordings that I got didn't come out that great. But
Look,
I have.
I know we were supposed to review your plans for galactic dominance and the system lores, but I've got a situation. Don't worry about it right now. Look, I just
The big thing is I don't want
which
SoCar lines to be changed massively because we spent a lot of time on them.
It does matter, SoCar. I was on the line when he was attacked, and
specifically, there's a couple lines I really want to keep.
Oh no.
So like
SoCar, that's
hold him
Stitch,
tight.
okay? He's
Definitely
the
has
champion of corn, pure
Perfect.
embodiment of
track him
chaos.
down while I interrogate
Right now,
creature
he
we
knows
captured.
key control, he has force powers, and
This feels like really quick.
Napa, please get Anubis on the line.
Calm panic. Napa, get Anubis on the line now.
The timeline's already screwed to hell and back. I just need to. Okay, fuck it. I'm calling Levi.
And this is really cool because you do get some.
I don't need luck. I have his emergency. I don't need luck. I have his emergency phone number.
Yeah, this feels like it's
Please
going by
just
a
listen.
little bit
Okay,
quicker.
Stitch is in the Stargate
But
universe.
a lot of this
He's
is
still got Apophis' main ship, maybe even Apophis, and I'm fairly sure he just ate SoCar. Thank goodness. Oh, thank you. How long till you get here?
About 5 weeks.
What?
Give or take, and possibly taking an extra week of vacation for you calling me on my emergency line. Good luck, old chum.
Levi, but Stitch is like destroying the.
Good luck, old chum. Click.
God damn it. Okay, but I just need you to.
Hold on, John. I have another call. We get to see Levi. So he gets scrolling down. John, is the office imploding?
No, but bad things are happening.
Is Napa reproducing like Shribbles? God, that'd be a nightmare. Or something else equally catastrophic.
What if I said he was?
I wouldn't come back at all.
You would leave me. You would leave me with that situation?
If I was on vacation, like I am, yes. Anyways, is the multiverse actively collapsing at this moment?
I want to make sure that you remember that I handle situations like this way differently than you do. All right. If you're not going to come back to resolve things, this is going to get very, very destructive.
And I have 5 more weeks of vacation. Ooh, yes, I will take another one. Gets handed a Diet Coke.
Destruction it is.
Hey, Sam. Sorry you had to hear all that. Oh, John is taking care of it. You remember him. It might get a bit explodey, though, just to warn you. Best of luck. I trust SG1 can handle it, though.
All right, that work?
I have to take a look at it, but there were some parts that I think you might have gone a little bit fast. I want you to go ahead and I don't need to look at it for you to do the SOCAR stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put it in. Record your SOCAR lines. Cut where Napa is going to cut.
So I'm going to record the SOCAR lines in the phone.
Yeah.
While watching it on screen, so I can figure out what line's going to fit.
Yeah.
Which is what I do. And if we need to change the lines a bit, we can. That saves me from having to re-record the whole goddamn thing.
Yes. There are parts of, like, depending on which SOCAR line you're changing, I don't really care. Like, I just needed to inform you about absorbing the abandoned army Apophis left behind. That can be cut down to a much lower line. It doesn't matter. Apophis wasn't there. The insect is still lurking. That could be down there. Didn't find Apophis. Insect must still be lurking around. That could be cut down. It's a matter of keeping a few parts of each line. Perfect. Help me track him down while I interrogate this blue creature we captured. That one right there, the perfect, you can help me track him down while I interrogate the blue creature. That one needs to stay relatively the same. You might be able to get rid of a word or two.
Yep.
And then because Stitch is effectively, for everyone here, Stitch is effectively like interrupting. I'm not concerned about that until the snake tasted funny bit.
Some of these lines, I probably left more time than I needed to, so we can actually extend the lines out if we want to.
Who?
In some of these, I actually left, I think, a little bit more time than we need, so we can extend a line or two if we need to.
Do you want to do Napa? Do you want to record Napa stuff real quick?
I can't while this is uploading, but when it's done uploading, I'll record it.
Okay, and then we can look at it and kind of go from there. Sebastian, I do apologize. You guys are
actually I don't have the Napa background right now because the thing's falling off the wall.
Shit.
But didn't I record those before? And get and give them to you?
This has been changed.
But have Napa's lines been changed? They probably have.
I think they did.
Yeah. Well, here, I can put Deadpool back up there and have that be his back, at least.
Look you, big shows.
What's up? I know. Levi, John, for the millionth time since he left. Levi.
I'm surprised he got glass too. I didn't realize it was glass. I thought it was acrylic.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was. I didn't realize it was shatterable either until the other one fell.
So that
it just means that the adhesive failed. So
yeah, Napa's lines changed.
okay,
Sorry.
no, it's fine.
Don't forget to make sure there's nothing on your computer.
I won't.
And for everyone here, this is the downside of like recording the way we are and we post, and then like something goes viral and like I need to change the story because the story has completely changed. Like when Chris did all this at once, I was like, okay, this is fine. And to be fair, what we wrote, even without having any additional stitch parts in there, worked out really well. And I even told Chris, like, this flows really well. It flows like a sitcom. The problem is that nothing's resolved. Nothing happens. Like, we legitimately don't get shit done. The story doesn't progress.
Right.
And that's not okay, because the story does have to progress in some way
Correct.
in each part. Which is another reason why we wrote it the way we wrote it, knowing that we might have to go back and change it. And I'm trying to do what I can to keep what we have, and up to the 1 week part, the 1 week later, we can kind of do what we want. After the 1 week, if I have to change things, that's when it's going to massively suck. Because both me and Chris spent a lot of time on this. He spent a lot of time recording. I spent a lot of time on editing. And it's just effectively like, well, got to throw that out and rewrite it. And
let's just agree not to replace anything anymore.
We probably should not have. I was trying to stop you from recording too far, and you went all the way. I'm like, fuck it. And then I was like, let me go ahead and edit this together, put in my parts as a filler while we figure these things out. And then, like, we've changed.
My broadcast quality is going to suffer because it's uploading right now.
Yep, I know. Hi, Kathy and Scream. How you doing? No, if we wanted more chaos, I've got a 3D popping out of the wall stitch now. That reminds me, I need to... I'm going to run a calibration.
Hurry the hell up, man. Come on.
Keeps doing what's called a layer shift. So it'll produce one layer, and then like a few layers down, it'll like shift the layer, so the print's effectively failing. And I've had it happen 3 times in a row, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I heard a sound yesterday, and I couldn't figure out where the sound came from. And this morning, when I went to look at one of the things I was printing, which I'm trying to print a shelf for all my filament, so it's not where it's at currently. And I was like, oh, well, I think I know where the sound came from, but I can't figure out why it made the sound or what happened when it made the sound. And I was hoping it was just a one-off, but 3 times now I've had 3 failures, and it's a lot of filament to just like go into the trash, sadly. I've stopped it whenever I've like I've been trying to keep an eye on it, but like shit takes a while for me to notice that that's having an issue. Yep, and all because somebody donated money. I was like, all right. And I was able to make it with all the stuff I have at home. So I didn't have to buy a stitch and tear off the head and do a bunch of sewing and stuff. I was able to just do that. What I love about this setup too is that I can remove him and put something else in containment. Now, he's not going to be in there when I film my stitch parts. I got to remember to remove him, maybe put something else in there. Because stitch cannot be in containment until after we have wrapped things up. And then I don't care. People can say stitch is right behind you, and I'll be like, oh no, and just play with it, you know. You have a hard cutoff here in like an hour or so, right?
Yeah, well, it's 8:19 my time right now. I'd like to be done by 10:30 at the latest. I don't think either one of us wants to do a 3.5 hour stream.
No, I technically haven't gotten a lot of sleep today.
I'm pretty tired too.
Over a couple things before we call it.
It's almost on uploading.
But I'll work on now that we've nailed down the Batman skit. I'll do you want to? I've got a question for you. Do we? I don't really want to create another Discord specifically for VA stuff. I think.
Yeah.
Because I know who I'm going to have do Batman. The other guy
Mhm.
can do Joker. He's a lot more expensive, but the other guy can do Joker. But since we're doing it through the business,
Yeah.
I need you to pay him. Let me find out where he wants the script sent.
Ha ha! Debbie McConaughey, you're so funny.
Cut Stitch's brother as ransom. Good. Let the thoughts flow through them.
Okay, the video is done uploading.
Oh, look, your stream magically cleared up. When are you gonna fix your internet? That's the next thing to fix, and then it's lighting, to be honest. Because I fixed my internet, so I wasn't having issues. Now you need to fix your internet so you don't have issues. Our computers are where they're at and where they're gonna be until we get new computers effectively.
Yep.
I mean, I can kind of upgrade mine for a while. The good thing about mine is because it's desktop, and I got the latest that I could at the time. For everyone here, desktop is awesome. You can upgrade it for a long time. Laptop is kind of questionable on upgrades. But I can upgrade most of my stuff in my computer for the next 5 to 6 years.
So Napa's lines are, ha! I knew my word would stick. I gotta mute you again.
Okay, you're good. It's fine when it's not. Well, it's not just that. It's
Ha! I knew my word
want
would
to do
stick.
other types of streams, and having a stabilized internet would be really good for Chris.
Here.
Oh goodness, that always sucks. I've had that.
Okay, but what about the timeline? I thought we weren't supposed to interfere. Okay, but what about the timeline?
I'm not going to do that right there. I know there's a lot of people. Well, there's a handful of people who want me to do that with Stitch. I'm not going to. I might reference the show periodically, but like the Stitch that we are dealing with is like
Levi
in between the show, because there's a plot hole that exists in between the show and it's not much of one, and the movie. The show takes off a little bit right after the movie, which is awesome, but there's enough time frame that I can be like, do whatever. Especially because though it's taking us months to almost a year to produce all this, in reality, it's happening in a matter of weeks. Couple months at max, because Levi took vacation, right? So Levi's going to get tricked back probably during the Stitchgate incident is where Levi's going to get tricked back into the office. Or shortly after the Stitchgate. We learned something new today, and I have an idea. Get a lawyer.
What happened?
If you do not have a lawyer, go find one.
What?
A lot of them will take the case for
What?
free.
What did I do?
You can present your case to them and then go from there. And then listen to your lawyer. Do everything your lawyer says. But if you went all this way and you're going to see a judge without a lawyer, you're not going to get approved. You're going to get struck down and you have to reapply.
That's it.
You already do? Then here's what you're going to do. You're going to listen to your lawyer, ask them questions about like, hey, what do I say to the judge, so on and so forth. And this is not legal advice. I want to make sure this is clear. This is just general advice for those getting disability is pretty consistent. When a judge asks you, how does this affect your day-to-day life? Be honest with them. Like, don't make a joke of it. Don't, for instance, for mine, the reason I could not do full-time work is because I can't stand for very long periods of time. I can't sit for very long periods of time. And when I do, I need to sit down for a break. I need to lay down for a break. The medication I take makes it almost impossible to function at a normal day-to-day job. Hell, this job that you would think would be the perfect job for me, which it is, still suffers from my disability. Like, there are times that I cannot make content because I'm dealing with massive pain, headache, body ache. I had to take medication because I haven't been sleeping it for days on end. And so I didn't get any work for days on end because I wasn't getting any sleep.
Where the hell did my shirt go? Oh, here it is.
By the way, Chris, we have like a almost clear shot into your bathroom. I don't know if you want to move the camera slightly.
Cool. I mean, there's nobody in there taking a dump, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Again, it's not legal advice. It's just one of those things where make sure that you do not sugarcoat it, but don't exaggerate either. Because if you exaggerate, the judge will know.
Yeah.
So. And then you're going to do SoCar's voice stuff, and then I'll be able to work on things from there. I'm hoping that the back and forths between me and you, even without me doing scene changes, I'm hoping I don't have to re-record. I know there's like 2 lines I want to have that like face shot of me completely, because it just would make it better to have like a face shot at that point.
Yeah.
Especially at the end where I pick the phone back up and I talk to Sam. It like I'm fully on screen. I should be the one that's taking the main portion of the screen at that point, because I'm the last person on the screen. But there's also a good portion of it that like how I'm at, where I'm at currently and recorded works. Either way, the timing is there. So I'll be able to at least edit things together and then look at it and be like, I want to re-record that. And then I get my happy ass up and I go re-record. I have everything necessary. Well, except another diet soda, but I don't think I had the diet soda in every shot. So one of the things I wish I could do for some of these things is have someone dedicated that knows enough about the camera and can hold the camera steady for like zoom in shots and things like that, the things that I see in my head, but I can't do that. And there's only so much of a quality that you can get on a phone camera. And when you zoom in that quality, you're still going to get pixelization, especially because, you know, you can go from 60 frames per second to whatever you're doing is now 30 frames per second. Like, let's say when Chris sends me his stuff is filmed at 30 frames per second. So it doesn't fucking matter if mine's at 60 because it will go down to 30 frames in order to match the frame rate of the rest of the video. And that's regardless of what editing software you use. Because otherwise, you'll have an inconsistency of film shots. And instead of enjoying the video, you'll be like, that looks weird. Oh, that looks weird. That looks funky. Instead of concentrating on what you should, the jokes and the story and everything, you're concentrating on the shots. And as much as I would love to have palm trees in the back, actually, did that renew, or was that art? Did you already use all the credits on Leonardo? God damn it!
On Leonardo, yeah.
Stop.
No, they've been gone for a while, man.
Don't you get new ones every month?
Every month, yeah, but that happened like 13 days ago.
So right before I created the picture, it was
What do you
used up.
need? What do you need an image of?
So I have an image on Leonardo all the way down. I have scroll the fuck down. I have some images of the beaches, right?
Yeah.
What I was gonna do was have those images create a video.
Is make motion, yeah. So I will let you know the next time the credits refresh.
Well, do you think it'll be like when do you think that when will that be? Like, will that be within a few days, or is that going to be within like
I don't remember which day they refresh. Hold on.
shit. Also, to everyone here, I'm about to get a lot of props that I have to show you guys. I did not know that these things were officially approved. Chris, I told you months ago that I had a company reach out to me. Toynuck Toys reached out to me, and because they saw the videos that I do on TikTok, and I was like, "Hey, this is the style of video I do. If you got something specific you want me to say, fine. But this is the style I do." And for everyone here, again, I'd rather do a video in the style I want because I'll put more into it than do like a UGC style, the same thing you see every day. Like everyone,
Look at Leonardo now.
What?
I've been meaning to upgrade it, and I thought I had, but I hadn't.
Oh, I'm gonna do something right fucking now. I'm gonna do something right fucking now because I have the perfect photo and I just need it to move.
Now, just keep in mind, when it says motion, it doesn't mean that you're actually going to get them to move. It might just mean that you're going to get the scene itself to do this.
To do like it should just basically move back and forth or something.
You might be imagining more than you can actually do. What you can do is just go onto it and click generate video.
Generate video. It has Model 2, Model 1. And I want it says put in a prompt. So
and then go to motion control.
Motion control.
And look for hold on. Choose which one you think is best. Bullet time might be your best option. Because I don't know it's got a standstill deal. Or maybe do handheld.
Handheld might work because it just needs to create a little bit of it needs to create the illusion of motion. Is all I need.
I'm trying one with one of my images here right now.
Well, I want the full palm trees in there and everything, but like I said, it's not that I couldn't find those videos. I want to make this clear before anyone thinks that I'm using AI to be lazy. I spent hours looking for a video, and I found videos that would work, but they're all personal videos. They're videos from people that I have no way to like realistically contact these people because I don't know. Like I know it's a personal video, but I don't know if it belongs to whoever's posting it. And a lot of it has text overlay on it. And the stuff that didn't have text overlay, it was like hit and miss. You would think I would find a bunch of videos from Hawaii. And I did. really grainy 90s videos, and then the ones that I need that are of higher quality have text overlay, their personal videos, that kind of stuff. And I, as a matter of principle, will not just yoink somebody's video to put in the background unless I know it's like a stock image thing that I'm allowed to use. And sometimes I can find those, and sometimes I can't. And
Oh, damn. So it made my image move.
Yeah.
Did you do yours?
Not yet. Palm tree swaying in a light breeze and waves slightly moving. That's not what I want to say. Waves, not crashing.
Which one of the images were you wanting to use?
A day on a Hawaiian beach with palm trees, flowing view from the sea, looking at sand. 1, 2, 3. Third image.
Okay.
It's like the perfect like side view image.
Yeah.
Because even if I reframe myself, if I have that entire thing, I can just move that image slightly over, and it will look different. You can. Old Magnum PI videos, and that's what I was saying about grainy videos. It needs to unfortunately be high enough quality that when I put it in mine, it doesn't look so off that you are distracted by the background. I don't want you to be distracted by the background. I want you to think that I'm on a beach.
Right.
That's all I need.
Go back to the feed and take a look at what it did with the power armor that I made.
Holy shit. That is crazy.
Yeah.
You can see the guy is like neck joint. That's something that think about, like that would need to be fixed. But that's still really damn cool. So this is going to be interesting. Can it be AI quality upscale? So again, we use AI as a tool, not as a replacement. I cannot justify, to make this perfectly clear, I cannot justify commissioning someone and paying hundreds of dollars for a video that is not going to make that money back. Right? I'm already scraping what I can for voice acting. So I have to do everything else everywhere else. I have to do what I can. Specifically.
Okay. That was close, but we need to tell it to be a loop, and we didn't do that. So I'll do that real quick. Generate video. Slight wind.
Let me show you guys. Because I went ahead and downloaded this so I can show you guys kind of what I need. So it's not much, but the palm trees are moving. The waves are crashing.
Yeah, but if the background is continually freezing and restarting, they're going to notice it. So we need it to be a perfect loop.
Yeah. And looks similar. Yeah, definitely. I have the perfect picture. That's the thing. I have this is really good outside of the fact that you're not going to see a shadow from me, which is not something I feel like trying to create. I can actually show you here we go. Kind of what this will look like super quickly as a rough, this isn't me making everything perfect. Ew. I hurt my back.
You okay?
Be Oh wow. Okay, never mind. I will.
Actually, I know how to do this perfectly. Hold on a second. You put this into CapCut.
Custom removal. Don't quite need that little bit. I need to erase. Shrink. There we go. And apply. Boom, right? Now this is currently a static image, but we'll... Oh, this does not like... That's all right. Oh, yeah, picky bitch.
How long does that clip need to be?
As long as you can make it. Like, realistically, I think my longest line may be a full minute.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Probably 30 seconds would be enough. I don't know.
Just give me a sec.
But look at that. It's not much, but like I could do this right here. Levi is on the beach. You have
Can
like
I steal the share?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Dark Wolf.
I made it I made it a loop by letting it go to its peak and then reversing it. So just watch this.
Yeah, because you're not going to see the waves as much.
Yeah.
You won't notice it as badly. Because most of the waves are there more as like you can see the waves like right here.
Yep.
And then when you go to see Levi in the other direction, which is going to be... Did I get rivet? Yeah, because I didn't like it. All right. 1 second here. And we do remove background on this. And I would tighten this up so that...
Or the other option is this. Hold on a second. Take this and slow it down to 1/4 speed.
Thank you. You're one of only 3 people who have this line.
And see, my kiddo, who is not the greatest camera person, because they weren't holding the camera steady. Not a big deal.
Thank you. You're one of only 3 people.
What I can do for this is I can film just slightly further back so that I can have myself like down here, like this.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't see the weird cutoff.
Yep.
And then because like for the side view, you get me like this, like right here. You see a little bit of the ocean, but for the other view, you get more of the outcropping and stuff like that, which is really good because like it you can kind of frame the scene with just one picture that way.
So yeah, but you've got the image. You can do whatever you want with it. So
Is it the same image or like
the one that's in the feed? Yeah, the one that's at the top of the feed. Actually, there's two of them, but the top one I think might be a little better.
okay? So I've got both of them now. I'll work with that. The top that one's a loop, right?
You have to make it a loop. It's as close to a loop as I can get it. But you're gonna have to mess with it and make it a loop. You leaving, Dark Wolf? He just wrote goodbye, Chris W. You taking off? Have a good night.
No, Chris Wilson is.
Oh, jeez. Okay. My last name is also a W, so.
But yeah, as soon as you have the Napa, you already have the Napa, you have the regular, you just need to do the voice stuff. Once you have the voice stuff, you can send that on over. And I can, like, do you want to do the voice right now or do you want to do it later? Right now? Okay.
I'll do it right now. 1 second.
But it's really nice to be able to have this tool to be like, okay, this is what I need. I don't want to wait 3 weeks. I still haven't gotten the stitch art. I don't know what's going on with that.
From whom?
Whatever. An artist I was trying to commission, which I pay after, not before, thankfully. But I haven't heard anything back from them, so don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, you're gonna want to probably bug them for that.
Probably. It's one of those things where it wasn't necessary to have it. It just would have been nice to have it because it would have been our own little stitch doing the Kamehameha, turning it into merch and stuff like that.
Why the hell?
What's up, kiddo?
I don't want the candies now.
What candies?
Well, two candies that were in the bag.
You want one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, I guess. It kind of tastes like cough drops, though. I don't know why.
If I like them, can I have them?
No, they're going to be really useful for when I'm voice acting.
Why?
Because they have a nice menthol kind of flavor taste to them. That's really good for my throat. And I think that's what these might be. It's just cough drops. Yeah, of course you like them. That's funny. That's not bad either.
What isn't? What's not bad either?
Oh, I don't like the tilt on the camera, though. Why does it tilt? That sucks.
You can't make it just, it's impossible to make it just sit still.
No, not the AI. Xenia found
Okay, see you in a bit. Love you. Bye.
So Xena found this. It's a non-AI. The only issue is like the camera is actively moving. So that might
Xena,
be
can you call whoever filmed that and ask him to redo it?
right.
Just kidding.
This is a attribution stock type thing where you can just there's a lot of places that will do that. I'll keep an eye on this. This might be useful. Having the AI is there. Yeah, and having the AI do what I want is still nice. Having This is also nice, and we can like take a look and see what we can't modify. Also, this very much looks like somebody might have grabbed. There's no way to know if this Glenn just yoinked other people's videos or if that's actually his videos.
Galactic dominance and the system lores, but
Because I have seen people
situation
do just that. And I've seen people who make it their job to make stock videos, and holy damn, those videos are stable as fuck.
Yeah.
Look, so talk. Look,
But
so
the tilt's not too bad. It's just a matter of like
dominance and the system lores, but I've got a
what we can use and
situation.
What is the best option? There's the ethical concerns of AI, but there's also the ethical concerns of, am I stealing somebody's art outright, or am I using an AI that and the AI that we use uses resources. It dumped its original library. It dumped its original library that it built its model off of, and asked the people who used it to give it stuff that was theirs. And if they found out that it wasn't theirs, those people have that stuff removed. So it's one of the few, and it's Leonardo AI. When I got that email, I was like, holy shit, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to ethical AI. Or about as ethical as you can get with AI.
Stick.
Oh, that last bit of that soda does not taste good. When that soda gets warm, it does not taste good. Ugh. I don't mind warm strawberries, but that did not taste good. Strawberry soda warm does not. Ugh. Do not recommend. Also, don't put paper straws in a diet soda.
Which
they don't like each other.
It does matter, Sokar. I was on the line when he was attacked, and
it's all good. Like I said, it's one of those things where looks like it's completely free to use.
So
there's just not a whole lot of people who film from the sea and film the land.
Right? Pure embodiment of chaos. Right now, he knows key control, he has force powers, and Nappa, please get Anubis on the line.
Remember when you're cutting those to leave, don't cut it too short. Go ahead and leave a little bit extra for me to fiddle with.
Please get Anubis on the line.
Don't cut you too short. Why?
So I have a little bit to film with, or to fiddle with. So like when you're cutting the videos, go ahead and leave a little bit extra. That's not a problem. I'll go ahead and like shrink it down if I feel it.
Yeah.
This way, like, because whatever I get from you, unless it's from CapCut,
what about the timeline? I think we're supposed to interfere.
Is what I get from you, and I can't like extend it out of you.
We weren't supposed to interfere.
I mean, the stuff between John and Nappa, I'm cutting tight. But the stuff with you, I'm not. A sec here. All right, and we got
So basically the timeline is screwed up because of Stitch and who we had Stitch go after, and like having him go after Apophis and then having him go after Sokar, because Sokar was going after Apophis, means that the timeline has been vastly forward, right? So it allows us that realistically it's going to need like one, maybe two more parts of what's going on with Stitch. Now, what those one or two parts are, I'm not 100% sure yet. We're trying to get Apophis on the line effectively, but that also could be you know, Stitch has eaten a snake. He's gained
I'm calling
ability
Levi.
now, right? And I told Chris this the other day is when I go to do the entire compilation video, not just the Stitch
I'm
Gate
calling Levi.
video, but when I go to do the entire story, there are going to be parts that we are going to have to fix that maybe it needs a text blurb. Sometimes that's all you need, which is
Okay,
really,
what
really
about-
nice. And that's all you need. Sometimes I have to sit down and be like, can I refilm this? What can I do to fix this very
Levi,
obvious plot hole?
Good luck.
I just had some soda. I don't want any more right now. Chris, have you had anything to drink?
I had some water and stuff earlier.
Like in the last 10, 20 minutes.
No.
Hydrate.
No.
Bitch, hydrate.
Levi, good luck.
I will in a bit. Hold on.
Are we getting bits or anything, by the way? If people are donating bits, let me know.
I don't know how to do that.
Because of how we stream, I don't always get to see it sometimes.
I don't need luck. I have
Mr. White resubscribed for 5 months as a tier 1. Thank you so much. Phoenix resubscribed with Prime. They've been subscribed for 3 months. Thank you. Blitzy Bug followed us. 2 days ago, Slayer gave us 100 bits. That's an example. I wasn't aware that they gave us some bits. And bits add up real quick. Okay, back to making letter options for commission. Yes. Which reminds me,
Listen, okay, Stitch is in the Stargate universe. He took out Apophis' main
for
ship.
anyone here who doesn't know,
And I'm fairly
Gina
sure
made these wonderful shirts.
so far.
She gets a little bit of commission from each one that
Fairly sure
gets
just
sold.
ain't Sokar.
And we just got Fourth Wall just sent. Is there a way to see
Thank you.
on Fourth Wall?
Oh, thank you. How long till you get here? Thank Connie.
I don't know if I can see it, Chris.
See
but I
what?
know. Oh no, I can see the payouts. Okay.
Thank
Can you see from the payouts? Are you able to see what the payouts included or no?
I'm not even. I'm not looking at that right now.
All right, don't worry about that.
Sorry.
June 2nd to July 1st.
until you get here. Thank God. Here. Thank God.
June. So that would include 1, 2, 3, 4 orders. So we will have to manually, unfortunately, keep track of that per month for a little while. Do you it's something to discuss off stream about how long that revenue share is going to be for?
Stitches.
Levi,
but you get Levi, but Stitches
really,
like just
it'd be for a good while.
Levi,
Hydrate. I will hydrate so they can exterminate. Oh man, Mike. Cheers, 100. Okay, is that how it pops up? By the way, Rusty just paid you to hydrate. I think.
God damn it.
Yep. Chris, go take a drink.
I don't have any. I don't have any liquid with me right now. Hold on.
God damn it.
Also, don't tell me to, like I said, I've already had a drink. You can tell me in like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, and then you can, otherwise I'm going to be peeing like a racehorse. I'm older. Things don't function the way they used to. Oh yeah, I looked at his profile. So when I go to edit, that's when I will here is fine or at mattoShields@gmail.com.
What happened? What happened?
How would I highlight anyways?
Okay, but I just
How
need
do I
you to
highlight in Word?
In what?
Google Doc, how do I highlight? Oh, highlight. Haha. Figured it out. Don't worry about it.
You highlight using the highlight function.
Shut up.
No, but bad things are happening. Okay, but I just need you to.
Oh my god.
No, but bad things are happening.
Weird.
What if I said he was?
Weird. 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 Weird.
What if I said he was?
Okay. File. Download.
So the only thing I didn't do is I didn't look at Napa super carefully when I said, what if I said he was? But the reaction I make looks like I'm like imagining it.
That's all good.
Yeah. So I'm going to cut that line of Napa's out.
You
If I feel like it's
you would leave me
needed quite a lot, I'll
with
just
that.
send you a message. Like it's Napa's really easy to re-record, thankfully.
Okay.
It's re-recording because Napa's the same shirt all the time.
You would leave me with that situation? I just want to make sure that you remember that I handle situations like this way differently than you do. All right? If you're not going to come back to resolve things, this is going to get very, very destructive. Destruction it is.
Now let's look at the SOCAR lines.
Look, SOCAR, I know we were supposed to review your plans for galactic dominance and the system lords, but I've got a situation.
Yes. We got a lot of birthdays.
You knew my word would stick.
So that was one of the things that when Chris was writing another thing,
Situation.
Don't worry about it right now.
it got brought up. He was
I
one of
just
his
needed to
lines.
inform you about absorbing the abandoned army Apophis left behind.
I think I'm muted,
Relationships.
which is good.
It doesn't matter. Apophis wasn't there. That insect is still lurking, and I need your help finding him.
It does make matters, Sokar. I was on the line when he was attacked, and
Poor Castiel doesn't understand. But one of the things that
You can help track him down while I interrogate the blue creature we captured.
Chris
I
has
think
mentioned
you mean,
the
oh,
Stitch
yes.
situation in it, and I was like, technically speaking, Stitch situation has mostly been resolved by the time this thing is happening, which is like trying to keep things in line with how they're happening.
Perfect. You can help track him down while I interrogate the blue creature we captured.
Can be really difficult sometimes.
I think you mean, oh, yes. Silence. Creed, hold him tighter.
I kind of want that. I think you mean,
Stitch.
oh,
He's the champion
yes.
of corn, pure embodiment of chaos. And right now, he knows key control. He has force
Needs
powers.
a slightly.
Ken. Blood for the blood god.
Kappa,
I love how he's just putting
It's
it.
perfect. The timing is fantastic. So,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Oh, you already unmuted me. So the
Yeah.
one thing I would change is, if you can you do another take of the oh yes and do it oh yes?
I
Kinda
wasn't
like that.
recording it right now. I was just saying it so I could see if I could fit it into the space.
Oh, all right. The oh yes, like you can even change it to oh yeah. Like it's supposed to be the play on the whole like
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna meet you and read the lines real quick.
All right. Yeah, Jeremy, my birthday is on a holiday.
Stipulation.
My birthday is wait. No, Chris, you already had your birthday. Right?
I'm gonna send these direct to you, Levi, just so you have them. I'm putting them in the Discord, and then you can just insert them instead of me doing it. That way you can tighten it up the way you want it to be.
Hold up.
Next one
Hold up. Hold up.
is-
Can you hear me? Please.
I just needed to inform you about absorbing the abandoned army Apophis lab.
Don't send it the way I think you're going to send it, because I'm not going to be able to download it. Not going to be able to download a good quality of it. Need you to pay attention to me. You're going to send it the way I think you're going to send it. It needs to be an MP3 wave.wave file.
It doesn't matter. Apophis wasn't there. The insect is still lurking, and I need your
really
help finding
hope
it.
He's going to send me a wave file, because if what he's doing is like sending me a voice message, it is a pain in the ass to get those. Where is he sending those? Is he doing what I think he's doing?
I just needed to inform
We're good.
you about absorbing
We're
the
good.
abandoned-
He's
You can
sending
track
it
him
as a
down
dot
while I interrogate the blue
M4A,
creature we captured.
which is not the highest quality, but it's good enough, especially with the mic that he's using.
I just needed to inform you about absorbing the abandoned army Apophis.
This is the biggest issue with
I think you mean, oh yes.
the quality levels between, like, in all honesty, me and
I
Chris,
think you mean, oh yes.
and somebody who like
I think you
is
mean,
trying to do
oh,
voice
yeah.
acting, and they've gone through the trouble of learning the software, the mic, and stuff like that. And I can actually show you guys a difference here. You guys may not be able to hear it. I'll be honest. You guys may not be able to hear it. When I go to edit, I hear the difference.
Kind. Silence. Matter. Creed. Hold him tighter. The insect is still lurking, and I need your help finding him.
So it's not a bad quality right here. Hold on.
It doesn't matter. Apophis was the insect is still lurking.
It's not a
And
bad
that's so
quality.
perfect.
And you're hearing Chris in the background here.
Perfect. You can help track him down while I interrogate the blue creature we captured. You'll
So-
have to play with that with filters and stuff, but I did a deep voice, so it's not going to sound like me to begin with.
Yep, I was talking. And this is an example of like what I'm able to do with my kiddo.
Cloaking device engaged.
It's not
Offline.
much of a difference,
Cloaking
right?
device.
But there is a higher quality difference between, and this is like, if you're going to get into voicing versus videos, this is where I would say having the equipment and learning the software will greatly benefit you, because you can adjust your gain, you can adjust your stuff. You can make sure you're recording in the highest quality that you possibly can. For what we're doing right now, this will be fine. But the reason why I'm using my kiddos' stuff as an example is we went through the trouble of making sure my kiddos
Asteroid impact detected.
is as high quality crystal clear as we can possibly make it, using my mic, having them sit here, do takes using the software, specifically so that we can do a bunch of stuff. Also, my kiddo does not want to keep doing these. These are so boring for them, and there's so much. And then they heard they were down here when I was messaging the other voice actor and everything about how much they get paid, and they were like, "I only got fucking paid." They're like, yeah, he's got credits, you don't. Shut up. But we are gonna be going back and working on that again.
Cool.
Probably this week. Knock
All right,
out
so
another.
I actually let's kind of wrap this up.
Let's go ahead and call it a stream. Now, if you guys got some quick questions, we'll answer them. Outside of that, I just want to talk with Chris for a quick moment after the stream. So we'll give you guys a couple moments. Right at the 2-hour marker, we're going to call it.
So for the last 10 seconds, hope everyone had an awesome night. Hope you had an awesome day. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. We're going to be leaving in 2, 1. Say your thing.
We are not scabs. The voice actor in question isn't in the union. He does professional voice work, but he's not part of the union yet. Also, only specific parts of the voice actor stuff is being is on strike. It's not everything everywhere. There's still plenty of people doing voice work. So we want to make sure that's clear. For like Genshin and stuff like that, like some games, like it's very, very specific. So, but yeah, so there is some stuff with it.
Can you say your thing before the 2-minute time? Because I actually have to get going.
Oh, hey, love you all, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. We wish you peace of mind, serenity of body and spirit, harmony among others. Until the winds blow your sails our way, have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day is a part of the villain. Having an Acme day will retro to the dear hill and have an Acme day.
Remember, have an Acme day simply means to have the best day you possibly can have. Bye.